teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? We're here for a college football playoff quarterfinal collision on EA Sports College Football. It's the BYU Cougars against the Wisconsin Badgers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler along with Joel Klatt. We are excited for this quarterfinal game, and Holly Rowe joins us on the sidelines for some of the key storylines.
I caught up with the Wisconsin head coach pregame. He understands his running back has had so much attention, winning the Heisman Trophy, all of the rounds that he makes with those banquets and awards. But now is the time to turn their focus back to winning this big playoff game. He understands the box will be loaded. The defense will have all of their attention on trying to stop the running back. He said the balance we have to strike here early in the first quarter is get other guys involved, make them loosen up that box, and show them that we're more than just one player. Back to you.
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Off the play fake on first down. He's hit right as he throws it, incomplete.
Chris, I just get the sense that this quarterback is rushing. He goes through his reads. I think he does that a little quickly. He tries to get to the check down, throw this ball short, and he's unable to connect. He's jumping at the throws. Again, he's got to relax and establish some sort of rhythm.
The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line. Important moment early in this playoff game. Opening drive, they face third down. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now. And the Cougars will line up to boot it away. And at fourth down, they'll punt it away here. And that sets up the return. Coverage team makes the tackle. No gain on that return. The Badgers offense gets their first crack now. And the main plot line, can they get this running game going? So effective all season. They always say the key is we got to run the ball. The opponents always tell us, well, we got to stop the run. Who can win that test of wills?
Well, Chris, so far no one's been able to slow down this run game, and I think they're going to have to commit a lot of resources to stopping this running back, stopping this run game. This O-line has been dominant this year, and the more resources you commit to the line of scrimmage, that's when you've got to be a little bit wary of that ball over the top and play action. So a lot of things going on, in particular early here.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. Pass ball is incomplete. There was a lot of contact. No penalty. Brings up third down. Out of the gun now on third down. Pass tipped to the line of scrimmage. That's a great play by the defense. And the Badgers will have to kick this away. And they'll kick it away here. See if he can make something happen with the return. Good coverage there. Zero gain on the return. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. They're coming off a quick 3 and out. So looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. Some pre-snap motion from the offense. Trying to find room. It's Martin. And he will be stuffed for no gain. Getting set. Here's second down. That one falls incomplete. Looking for a flag. Doesn't get it. Brings up third down.
I know this sounds crazy, but on these quick RPOs, the quarterback has to just take his time. Now, you can't take forever. I'm not saying that. But you've got to take your time, make sure you're creating the right read, and then more importantly, you've got to handle that ball so you can throw it accurately.
He stopped short of that first down marker. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. And the Cougars will line up to kick it away when he comes for his second punt of the game. And we'll see what he can do on the return. They finally get him down, but that's a solid return. Good work by the return man. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. They were held to a quick 3-and-out last time, looking to put together a positive drive here. They'll run this play from the pistol formation. He'll hand it off. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Wisconsin has been about the run game forever. And their offensive line, their backs, as long as I can remember, they've been great. Ron Dayne, Jonathan Taylor, Monty Ball, Melvin Gordon. And today, this running back has to carry that mantle and be great if they want to win.
And the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
You know, as an offense, you always want those screen passes to hit big. You see those highlights, the running back running free down the sideline. But this is a solid play for them. It's manageable situation now. You're moving the ball forward, and everything is at your disposal as a play caller.
Cannot connect. Incomplete, and now 4th down.
Well, not all drops are created equal, and on 3rd down, it just feels like a bigger drop. And trust me, nobody feels worse than this wide receiver. So as a quarterback, you go over to the sideline, you've got to make sure to go up to that player, and you've got to be a leader. Tell him, hey, we're going to come back to you. We need you the rest of this game. He cannot go in the tank after that drop.
Throws it to the right. Fired into a tight window and picked off. Breaks into the open. They finally tackle him, but what a tremendous play. The pick and then that return. After the interception, we do have an injured player to check out. Here comes the Cougars offense back on the field. Looking to throw. It's Bachmeier. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down at the 7. The completion moves him closer to the goal line.
Chris, he's seeing the defense really well. He knows he's got zone coverage, and he knows he can exploit that area, that soft spot, with the slant route on the outside, and he's able to do so with good time.
Touchdown, BYU, as they claim the lead here in this playoff game. That's an impressive drive. This time they find rhythm, they execute, and they take the lead in this playoff game. That's big.
Well, that's certainly big, Chris. There's no doubt. And you got the sense in those first couple possessions, these teams were maybe just feeling each other out, throwing a couple of jabs out there. But now you finally get the full game plan. And I got to tell you, I was very impressed with what they were able to do on the line of scrimmage and establishing the rhythm with their quarterback. If they continue to do that, this team's going to be in great shape.
And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. This offense trying to bounce back. The last possession ended in a pick. The offense with 3 tight ends now in 1st down, trying to create a mismatch. It's good for a 3-yard gain, so 2nd and 7. Handoff from the shotgun. Try to run it up the middle, but get nothing. The offense now facing a 3rd and long from the 26. Got to avoid a mistake here. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. It's a dart right down the middle. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. And the Badgers will line up to punt it away. And on 4th down, the punter sends it away. And here's the return. He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. They reached the end zone the last time out, trying to do the same thing here. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. And he's going to take a shot down the left side. Makes the catch downfield. Tackle made quickly, but a big chunk play for this offense through the air.
This is great recognition by the quarterback. He sees that soft spot in the defense for his slot wide receiver, and then as a wide receiver, you've got to have a feel for that coverage and that space. They're on the same page, and it creates a nice completion there for the offense.
That incompletion makes it 2nd and 10 from the 26. They're moving the receiver now before the snap. On the run, it's Martin. They test the middle of the defense, but get nothing. With the offense getting set, this is not where you want to be against this defense. 3rd and long. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Here comes the rush. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete. So they'll settle for a field goal attempt here. This will be a 43-yard attempt. He got it. The field goal's good. And that will extend their lead even further. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. Fields it just outside the goal line. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. And the Wisconsin offense back out on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. First down, looking to throw the ball. Caught over the middle. It's Brooks. They bring him down, but the drive has now reached the 35.
This is great recognition by the wide receiver of the coverage being run, because on a drag route, if it's man coverage, you're going to continue to run. If it's zone coverage, you're going to sit down, and he sits down right here. Quarterback is on the same page, and they're able to get a completion, some yards after the catch, and get a first down.
And a nice first down game there. They get him down, but very close to the first down marker.
Well, you got to love a first down play like that. It opens up the entire playbook. Now you can take a shot. You can be aggressive. 2nd and inches, anything is at your disposal.
The short completion of the tight end. Ball carrier heads out of bounds, but the pickup was good enough to move the chains. First down. And the Badgers with 1st and 10 here. Motion by the back will make the defense adjust. Quick throw caught on the left side. Inside the 35. He goes out of bounds, but he's inside the 30. And it looks like we have an injured Wisconsin player down. It's their junior wide receiver. We'll get a status report as soon as we can. Back behind the quarterback, aligned in the pistol. Off the play fake, looking to throw. On the move now. Fires it on the move. Oh, he makes the catch. Goes out of bounds, but they're inside the 15 now. No surprise, the tight end making a play here in this must-win game, Joel. He's been a solid, effective weapon all season.
Well, this guy is such a matchup nightmare in the red zone. That's the exact conversation we had with all these defensive coaches, is they were saying they're going to have to target him and probably double-team him, in particular here in the red zone. He's been so effective getting into the end zone this year. This is where I think they need to double-team him, Chris.
Gives it to the back. Nowhere to run. They'll corral him for no gain. Offense comes up to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before the quarter expires. BYU is on top here, Joel. We've reached the end of one in this quest to move one step closer to a national championship. Let's check out the stats so far. First play of the quarter is a crucial one. Offense trying to convert this 3rd down. To the air, it's Joseph. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Touchdown, Wisconsin, as they get on the board here in this playoff game.
Chris, this is the matchup that is so difficult to stop. When you're in the red zone, you get a tight end that can go down the field and force a mismatch. That is a beautiful place to throw the ball as a quarterback. He finds his guy, and it's a touchdown.
He thought about returning it, but instead takes a knee. It'll be a touchback, and they'll start at the 25. Here comes the BYU offense back out on the field. We're trying to build this lead here. Had to settle for 3 last time out. On the run, it's Martin.
They bring him down to the 32-yard line.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. On the shotgun, it's a handoff. Zero running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage. That run sets up an important third down call for this offense. They'll try to move the chains here on the ground. And it's good for a first down to the 36.
Beautiful job on this set of downs by this offense, getting themselves into a short yardage, 3rd and 2 situation, and then they're able to convert and stay on the field. This offense has done a nice job all day long, and they continue to do that, in particular on 1st and 2nd down.
Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up 2nd down.
This is one of the advantages of playing zone defense is that the eyes of the defender are all over the quarterback. So even though it looks like a completion, he's able to break on the football and create contact to knock it loose.
Oh, look out. He's got open space. Who's in the clear? Finally brought down to the 13-yard line. An enormous gain puts him in great scoring position.
This defensive staff is going to have to really evaluate this film at half and try to make changes because these are way too big of holes in the run game. They're going to have to commit some resources down. I think they need to close the middle of the field with a safety and bring the other safety down into the run box.
Tackled after the completion. Offense will now set up inside the 5. So here comes 2nd down now. Every play important down here in the red zone. They'll try and run it. There's the running back. And the defense smothers him for no gain.
As the field condenses in the red zone, it becomes so difficult to run the football, and I think it becomes even more difficult to do it out of the shotgun. Because remember, you need space, you need to put the defense in conflict, and if you're not able to do that, then you need extra blockers. You need the tight end, you need the fullback, and you need to get downhill. You can't really do that out of the shotgun.
The pass rush closing in. Looking for a red zone touchdown throw, but it's incomplete. So now on 4th down, out comes the field goal unit. He was on target the first time. This is a chip shot from just 23 yards out. He made it. 3 points on the board.
Well, that's a confidence boost for this team. It's a good quality drive, and you ended in points. I know they would have rather been in the end zone, but again, getting points on the board in this situation, that's solid for them.
And he stopped at the 20. Tried to make something happen, but that's good coverage there. And let's check in with Holly Rowe from her sidelines vantage point.
Hey, guys, down here on the Wisconsin sideline, developing story, guys, their best wide receiver is dealing with a few issues. Very banged up here in this game, but he is battling through it, still on the field, trying to perform for his offense. I'll keep you posted on how he's able to adapt here in the game. Back to you.
Okay, thanks. Holly will have any updates in this condition as they become available. 2nd down after that previous play. Dropping back, it's Joseph. Grab down the middle, it's Coleman. And he's tackled, but only after picking up a first down.
This is a great example, Chris, of man-zone principles within the passing game. You run a drag route, normally people think that that just continues to race across the field, but that's not the case against zone, which they're getting here. You find the soft spot and you hook up, give the numbers to your quarterback, and then he's able to frame that ball up for a completion. That is a great job of recognition by the wide receiver and being on the same page with the quarterback. Well, tomorrow when this quarterback coach grades this film, he's going to put a plus next to this play for the quarterback. Not only does he make the right read, but he picks up a nice bit of yardage, and he avoids the hit and steps out of bounds. That's what I'm talking about.
And that game moves the ball across midfield. First down coming up from the 46. And the Badgers pick up enough yardage to keep this drive rolling. And looking to throw now on first down. Fires it to the wideout. Makes the grab with plenty of room to run. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Well, Chris, this defense is going to have to change something up. The quarterback is way too comfortable. These wide receivers are winning on the outside. This passing game is in rhythm, so the defense has got to change. Whether it's coverage and or blitz, do something different.
It's a shotgun run call. They've got him, but not before a solid gain on the ground there.
This defense has got to play better up front, in particular on first down. This offense continues to just gain yards on first down, churning out 4, 5, 6 yards, and staying out of obvious passing situations. This defensive line has got to start winning their one-on-one blocks up front.
Sixth play of the drive coming up. Good throw by the quarterback off the RPO. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs.
These wide receiver screens are like extended handoffs for the quarterback. They are so easy to execute, and all you've got to do is throw it on time. The wide receiver does a nice job getting the line to gain, and he ultimately moves the chains for this offense.
And the Cougars will call their first timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. They'll hand it off. Tackle made inside the 10. They'll spot the ball at the 7. And now a timeout taken by BYU, their second. A decision to make here. What are they going to do on this second down? Coming to the line on second down. This is important. They want to avoid a 3rd and long. Grab behind the line. It's Coleman. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the PAT is good. Puts them in front, 14-13 now. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. So the BYU offense comes back out onto the field. Well, it's been an entertaining first half. Not much time remaining to cut into this lead. Opening play of the drive, he looks right for a completion. Brought down for a loss after the completion. Not what they were looking for. After a first down loss, it's 2nd and long from the 23. He's looking to scramble. Quick juke to get free. Goes out of bounds, but a solid gain. He's just short of the 40.
Well, you get into these big games in the playoff, every first down feels big, and here the opportunity to scramble and move the chains. This is just a terrific job by the quarterback. I've always said, Chris, and it's even more important here in this situation, you've got to be able to scramble for 2, 3, 4 first downs a game, move the chains with your legs as a quarterback, and here he's able to do that. You got 4 verticals with man coverage. You got to pick your best matchup. He finds his best wide receiver, and now it's just a one-on-one. That's a great catch down the field, great ball placement. Even better, though, it is a massive completion for this offense. It's been so difficult for them to establish any sort of rhythm on offense because this quarterback's below 50% throwing the football. He's got to get on track and play much better if they want to come back in this game. And it starts with timing. Your feet have got to be the clock of the offense. And right now as a quarterback, I feel like his feet are all over the place.
It's incomplete. He took a hit as he threw the football, and it brings up a 3rd down. They come to the line, a long way to go for the first down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Scanning the field, it's Bachmeier. Caught quickly. He stopped short of that first down marker. It's going to bring up 4th and 3. And the Badgers will stop and call their first timeout. They have 2 more to work with before halftime. The Cougars will look to convert here on 4th down. Looking to throw it again. But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs. The decision to go for it doesn't pan out. And the Wisconsin offense is back out on the field. So here we go. First play of the drive, under 2 minutes before halftime. They got off to a slow start, but they have been clicking lately. Can they build on this lead now in the second quarter? First down, looking to throw the football. Swarmed by the pass rush, the sack.
Well, Chris, they told us they were going to be aggressive on defense, and this is evidence of that. Look at them get in the backfield from the secondary. This is a beautiful job, and it's very difficult to see that from a quarterback's perspective. This is a great job, again, being aggressive and really forcing the action.
The loss sets up a 2nd and long from the 20. And the quarterback drops back looking for an open man. That's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no flag, brings up 3rd down.
Well, this is the problem with taking a sack on 1st down. It's long yardage. Now they don't get a completion, and it's going to be 3rd and forever.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in 3rd and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this 1st down? Handoff in a single back formation. Defense stops him short of the marker, so now it's 4th down. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it now to Kevin Connors with our halftime update.
Chris, the magnitude of these CFP matchups is always on another level.
And the Cougars will kick it off to begin the second half. They'll return it from inside the 10-yard line. Not much on the return. They'll stop him at the 24. Good coverage. Time to start the second half, but first an update from Holly Rowe on the sideline. Holly?
Guys, I did catch up with the Wisconsin head coach. He delivered a passionate, urgent message to his team at the half. Yes, they have started strong. Tons of momentum coming off that bye week, but it's not enough. They have got to sustain that here to start the 3rd quarter and finish strong. He told them, finish the way we started. We need to land a knockout punch. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. We'll keep an eye on that. So a solid gain of 8 sets him up 2nd and 2. Really opens up the offensive playbook here. Looking for some space. It's complete. Breaking into the clear. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play. Great start to the drive. Back-to-back explosive plays, and now another 1st down. Out of the shotgun, he'll hand it off. The gain is 5, so it's 2nd and 5 now.
Chris, I think they need to change the look up here defensively on 1st down. With 2 safeties back, it's just too easy to gain yards on the ground. They're giving them a free 4, 5, 6 yards every single time. That's keeping them out of passing situations, and you can't get your pass rush going. They need to adjust.
Caught over the middle. It's Coleman. They finally make the tackle, but solid gain sets him up 1st down at the 33. The Badgers pick up enough yardage to get a fresh set of downs. Handoff here from the shotgun. He shreds the tackle. Breaks a tackle on the play and makes a decent gain.
Well, I know every defense wants to play great and get off the field on 3rd down, but they're not giving themselves a chance, and this is happening on 1st down. You give up games like this running the football, you don't really have a chance. You're playing behind the 8 ball, and this defense has got to fix that on 1st down. This front 7 is so athletic. They're aggressive. They get off blocks here. They're in the backfield, and they create a negative play. I got to tell you, this is going to be a huge key for this game, is this defense and their ability to create the negative play and get themselves off of the field.
Moves out of the pocket. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Could take it all the way. Inside the 40. Look out, he's in the clear. Touchdown, Brigham Young. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
quarterback. They're in field goal range, Chris, and he's got to make sure that he's conservative with the ball. If he feels like he's got 3 points in his pocket, he puts it in harm's way, and not only is it picked, but it's taken back for 6. What a return in the athleticism from this secondary.
And here's the return from inside the 5. Solid job by the coverage team. They bring him down at the 16. And here comes the Badgers offense back out on the field. It'll be interesting to see if this quarterback can bounce back. He threw a pick-6 in the last possession. Back to pass. It's Joseph. Oh, the pocket collapsing. And the junior quarterback inaccurate that time. Threw it behind the receiver.
As an O-line, you've got to do a better job of protecting your quarterback. I know they don't get to him with a hit or a sack, but here the timing of the play is clearly affected, and it leads to an incompletion.
Caught over the middle by the tight end. Tackled at the 40. That'll earn a fresh set of downs. And the Badgers will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Here comes a first down pass attempt. Lets it fly to the wideout. Catch made on the right side. That's a big gain. He goes out of bounds just short of the 35-yard line. And the Badgers will line up on 1st and 10. Back to throw again. Looking deep to the right side. He's got it right near the end zone. Into the end zone for a touchdown. Touchdown, Wisconsin. And they'll set up for the PAT. And the PAT makes it a 1-point lead. You got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll just take a knee. Drive will start at the 25-yard line. So the Cougars offense heads back out onto the field now. On the last possession, they passed up on a field goal attempt, but got stopped on 4th down. What can they do here? Now they run a draw play. The gain is 3 yards, brings up a 2nd down and 7. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. They tackle him right at the 35-yard line. Offense sets the formation. It's 3rd down. Can he get there on the ground? Take it down, but not before he makes the 1st down. And they lean on the running back to get the 1st down. He's had a solid game, Joel. To me, even though they're behind on the scoreboard, no reason to panic and get away from the bread and butter.
Chris, I think that's exactly right. You never get bored taking a profit as a play caller. So if they're going to give you that run game, you take it. And then allow it to build to something more successful later. Watch for them to get to some run action pass and maybe play action pass to get it down the field here in the next couple of series.
Defense all over that 1st down throw. A short gain makes it 2nd and 7. Takes the ball, tries the right side here. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. So now it's 3rd and short from the 43. Can they keep the drive going or perhaps face a tough 4th down decision? Oh, the pressure's on. He cannot escape. It's a sack.
What an outstanding job by this defense. We know this quarterback is electric, in particular when he gets loose. And here, even though he's able to break, contain, and get outside of the pocket, look at the pursuit. And they're able to cut off the angles and get him down.
Oh, he's got a crease here. Look out. Out of bounds, but a nice gain. It's just short of the 45. As we get this drive going, let's check in with Holly Rowe.
Here on the Badgers sideline, during that last drive, their starting quarterback set a new school record for passing yards, and the sideline made sure to celebrate him. There is so much energy, enthusiasm. They're patting him on the back, patting him on the helmet, guys. He's had to leave his helmet on because he's getting so much love and congratulations. We'll see if he can go back out there and make even more history here today. Back to you.
Okay, thank you, Holly. Looking to pass. It's Joseph. Throws to the tight end. He's got a man down the middle. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. A positive start for the offense, trying to lean on this elite quarterback, and Joe showing why he's built such trust with his new team this season.
Chris, that's exactly what his teammates talked about, was that trust that he established. He came in and just worked hard, was one of the guys. And that's what allowed him to become one of the leaders of this group. And now, as an experienced player, that's who they're leaning on.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Motion by the back. Defense better adjust. Caught in the backfield. It's Dupree. Heads out of bounds as a short gain on the play.
The back is always a good option in the passing game, and the quarterback knows that he has a guy that is very consistent catching the ball out of the backfield. I think the defense is going to have to adjust. This is a first down. It's an easy first down. They're going to have to start doing something in their scheme to stop the running back out of the backfield.
So it's Wisconsin on top, sitting in a pretty good spot as you wrap up the third quarter, trying to keep those national championship hopes alive. Let's take a quick look at the game sets where we have a chance. So here we go, first play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Single back, takes the handoff. And tackled after a small pickup there. Important second down play coming up. Looking for some space. It's Dupree. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. And the Badgers will come to the line to run the hurry up. They're going to run it. It's not enough for a first down. It'll be fourth down and 1. The Badgers will look to convert here on fourth down. Looking downfield, it's Joseph. He's got it, and that is enough for a first down. He'll be ruled down there, but a fourth down conversion with plenty to spare.
Chris, that was their chance right there. This defense had it in their hands. A fourth down, a chance to get off the field, get the ball back for their offense, and they're unable to do it. We have seen this all game long. This defense just cannot get the stop that they need.
Picks up 2, so it's 2nd and 8. Now caught behind the line. It's Dupree. Fights into the end zone. Touchdown, Badgers. Might have to try the extra point.
You know, Chris, I love it when the quarterback is rewarded for doing the right thing. And here he goes through his read, and there's nothing there. So he's taking what the defense gives, and he checks the football down. He's got his running back open on the outside, just checks it down, and he takes it the distance. That is a beautiful job, good timing, and a touchdown for this offense.
Here comes the Cougars offense back on the field. They were forced to punt it away last time, so let's see if they can get clicking in this possession. Off the play fake, looking to throw on first down. Grab behind the line. It's Bachmeyer. Out of bounds after a solid game. They'll spot it at the 40.
You cannot have a breakdown like that in coverage in this situation. You can't give up points on this drive, and this secondary has got to lock it up a little bit here. They've got to communicate better and see these route structures as they appear.
Going for a big play downfield.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. It's a huge gain down to the 16 in one play. They've suddenly become a threat to score.
After one enormous play, the offense is set up with a 1st and 10 inside the red zone.
It's a 2-yard gain. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Defensive backs up at the line, showing a press. He's got it near the end zone. And he's in. Touchdown, BYU. This has become a really entertaining playoff game. Both offenses back and forth, answering each other. Now, Joe, which side can execute better here in the second half to come out with the W?
Well, Chris, you call the biggest tennis tournaments in the world. This is one of those great volleys. Back and forth we go. These offenses trading big old forehands from the baseline. And I got to tell you, it just feels like this is going to be an instant classic.
They'll return it from inside the 5.
Tackled at the 22.
Good job by the coverage team. Time to check in now with Holly Rowe on the sidelines.
Hey guys, down here on the Wisconsin sideline, their tight end has been a brilliant target here today. Over 100 yards receiving already in this game, and I expect them to keep him in and keep going to this big target. As you know, the tight ends never get the glory, and this guy is on fire today. Let's see if they continue to feed him the rock. Guys?
All right, thanks, Holly. Good stuff. Now the Cougars are going to call the first of their 3 timeouts. They still have 2 more to work with here in the final quarter. Offense getting set. It's 2nd down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Grinding away with a running game. And now he's got space ahead. Now a timeout taken by BYU. Their 2nd. They've got 1 more timeout to use now.
Chris, running the football is so important. You can pick up first downs on these run plays. The offensive line doing a nice job. It just makes everything easier. It's easier on the play caller. It's easier on the quarterback. Everybody is relaxed when you can run the football. And here, first down for the offense.
It's a strong run. Keeps the drive going. First down now.
And they'll run it out of the shotgun.
Has the first down and more. And the Cougars will use their 3rd and final timeout. They have to navigate the rest of the way without being able to use a timeout.
This defense has to adjust. You can't just allow them to run for first downs. You've probably got to commit more resources to stopping the run. Look for more middle closed defense. That means a single safety in the middle of the field. You put an extra hat in the run box in order to stop the run.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He's got a crease.
They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
That's the play that secures a really hard-fought playoff win and keeps their championship hopes alive.
Well, all week they told us survive and advance. It was about making the 1 more play than the opponent to move on. That's exactly what happens here. Move the chains, ice the game.
And there it is, the first down to essentially ice this playoff game, and they'll move on to the semifinals. First and goal. If they play this right, they can pretty much put the game on ice. Handoff to the back. And brought down at the line with that big defensive tackle. And the Badgers will enter the final minute looking to run this clock out. Touchdown, Wisconsin. Still no answer for this offensive machine. Now the crucial PAT to stretch the lead to a field goal. The extra point is good. They stretch the lead a little bit more. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Well, he thought about coming out, but instead takes a knee and to bring the football to the 25-yard line. And here comes the BYU offense. Now's the time for Bear Bachmeier and his group to execute. It's a crucial possession. Down by a couple possessions to keep their playoff hopes alive, they must deliver right here. Looking for a late deep shot. It's incomplete. They waited all game for a chance to intercept one. Instead, it's second down. Dropping back, it's Bachmeier. Looking deep for late-game heroics. This one is broken up and falls incomplete. Offense facing a 3rd and long from the 25. What's the call going to be? Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Defense is coming after him. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. The offense stays on the field down multiple possessions. Easy choice. Trying for a 4th down completion. Quick throw over the middle. What a catch! He'll be ruled down, but has enough for a first down with plenty to spare. The offense spikes the ball here, looking to preserve as much clock as they can. Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back. Oh, they trap him for a sack. So here comes 3rd and long. Giving up that sack has made this a real challenge for the offense. Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Running out of time in the pocket. That's caught. It's Bachmeier. The tackle is made. The clock runs out, and that will do it. Very satisfying victory as this team handled their business.